Everybody, welcome back to TerraFirmaCraft Season 6, Episode 29 with me, Sid. And last episode, we got a whole load of this stuff ready to go with the old crucible to make bronze, to make enough bronze to build a bloomery. So there's a fair amount of stuff there. And I want to double check. I still have got a reasonable amount of charcoal. So let's get that going. And we need to set this running. Oops, hello, like so. And then I think I am going to take... I'm going to take some of this batch for starters. 4, 5... 7, 9. That should be exactly enough to make 2 ingots of bronze, I believe. Because I think I need 32. Now, while that is cooking, also while that is cooking and that is practically dead, I might as well just put a new one into my bag, so I've got one to hand. I want to do some work out here because we've got the portcullis. But I would like to get a doorway in here. So you would have the drawbridge would crank up, you'd have the door, and then you would have another gate behind the portcullis. That's the plan. And for this, I want to use the wrong recipe. For this, I would like to use Ironwood. Now I am going to start off with... Oh, you're gonna... How do I make an ironwood door? Presumably the usual way then. Yeah, okay. So we're going to do that. And that. And that. So we will have on this, now I'm thinking to make it slightly larger and to have that there. So we'll be able to come in through there. That will give us the old door. Now what I want to do is utilise a chisel for this, and it's kind of the job I can do because this is such a long time consuming process. I mean, we've got the tin in there. These will go shortly. It's a kind of job I can do a little bit of chisels and bitsing at the same time as... I'll just take the one for now, just so I can take a break from that. At the same time as managing this. Seems like a simple enough solution. So we're going to take you. I'm going to take a quarter block, and then I'm going to... Well, probably the easiest thing to do will be to, if I place a block like that, maybe one like that as well, and then I just go do a plane, and I'd like it to be... Oh, I'm going to need a fair bit then, by the looks of things. Now, it's a shame that that is the wrong direction, but no, well, we are stuck with what we have, aren't we? But we can work with that. That is not a problem. Anyway, I'm going to continue working on this, and I'll be back in a mo. Okay, for those of you who have already pointed out in the comments that this won't work, yeah, I just had an epiphany and realised that I've got a stable in here, which means that I need a space too wide to get a horse through, and this won't do it. So we are abandoning our idea there to have I need to find somewhere to store some more doors, or I'll just bin them. Yeah, I am basically, that was my bad. I should have realised, and yeah, stupid. I don't think it's particularly necessary to have that. I just thought it would be nice to finish off with some kind of door mechanism there. Now I could potentially, is that gone? Yes, we've got another 10 units and another 10 things of bronze there, so let's get those going. I've done 2. I'm letting them cool down. I'll reheat them to weld them, just because you know, it's a lot easier to do than try and keep on top of everything and juggle. So first things first, get 32 ingots of bronze, which will give me 16, which will give me 8, which is exactly what I need to make a bloomery. And I need to I really could have done with 10, couldn't I? Then I would have had, I suppose I can always use a thing to cool it down, one of these, and then let the rest cool down naturally. But it shouldn't take too long to get this, and then we can move that way. Now when it comes to the door, I always have the option of building the stable outside of the castle, because space is going to be it's a premium here anyway, so it's kind of, there we go, that'll do me. And then we can pop you back in there. That'll get the last one. So that is 12 units of bronze, 20 to go. And next batch. Keep my eye on the charcoal and just let this lot cool down now. Yeah, I mean, at some point I could move my horse out. My horse, I believe, is out of the castle right mine still anyway, so that, you know, that would be an option. Repurpose this building into something, or just completely tear it out. And then I could put a door in, but I'm not 100% happy with that ironwood anyway. I wanted to see, have we got the option of vertical? We have got vertical planks, and we've got vertical hickory and vertical dark oak, but I don't know whether I can get dark oak. How on earth do I get dark oak? Hickory on a saw, better with mods, will give me dark oak. Interesting. And vertical is a chisel and bits, but then I need iron for that anyway. So yeah, we will come to, dark oak is wrong, so I don't know. It's a difficult decision, aesthetic decision there, but we'll we will come back to that at a later date and see what is what with that. In the meantime, yeah, I'll just continue making a bloomery, shall I? Yep, back in a bit. And just for good measure, we've got another invasion tonight. Great, so that's going to be awkward. Although we are... Oh, wow, that has... That seems wrong. So I slept the night away there. The hunger mechanic kicked in and I generated all of the hunger and thirst. The charcoal, which has actually gone out, was completely consumed, but that didn't generate any heat. I think there might be a glitch there in the matrix, but doesn't matter. This is the last batch of copper to go in. Then we've just got this cassiterite, which will change it pretty rapidly over into Hoofer, and then we'll just have to get past the invasion night, which may just be a matter of hiding in the hole. I will need to don my armour just in case, although I don't fully anticipate doing any significant fighting. I have made a few more moulds just to get rid of that particular problem, and it also allows for breakages, so all good there. And yeah, steadily just doing our stuff. But it doesn't seem like last episode it seemed like an age until we got the invasion, and this episode it's just gone bang, invasion. And it's probably because I passed a lot of nights between exploring, but there you go, such is life. Back when the invasion starts. Alright, the sun's starting to go down. I've just put in the last load of copper, so that just leaves these 10. Oh, it's 10 of them. Can I not do that in forecast? Right, let's just check before I... Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do it that way. I don't want to... Or if I do 4 and 5... Yeah, that's still 100. It just means I only have one batch to cook, not two. And that needs to come out. Can go back away in the wooden blocks chest. So yeah, to one more lot of things after these. These still need to get to orange, 4-star orange, and then we'll have all of those. And these go very hot. So, but what we need to do is find out what our entertainment is this evening. Soldiers and zombies. Yeah, I'm relatively chill with soldiers and zombies. As long as they don't spawn in the grounds, the only way they can get to me is that way with a jump. So yeah, relatively happy with that. This is a complete change to when we started, when it was like, oh, soldiers and zombies, hide. But you know, we can certainly hold our own now. Here's one. I actually want to see what these guys do. Because they are fairly heavily armoured. Come on, then, give yourself a jump. There you go. Ow. Oh, he hurts. That was a mistake. Wonderful. I've upped my... yeah, my armour is not as good as I'd hoped it was going to be. I think we're going to spend the night doing this in here. Either that or just let them burn themselves up. Whoop, on... that arrow is really slow. Got him. Right, so as long as they don't get in here, and I think they're only likely to do so if they jump, and they'll only jump if I hit them, which is interesting. Okay, let's just check these while we're... And just let them all burn up, I suppose. Whee! I love that. You hit me, I'm going to jump thing. But yeah, unless anything untoward happens, I suspect this is going to be largely uneventful. So I will see you in the morning. The invasion's over, and all of the zombies actually died, which was good. I actually killed some with my own fair hands, albeit not as many as I would have liked, and I'm now wearing my my good armour again. But I keep leaving blood splats, as if, there you go, as if I'm bleeding out, and I don't know what's going on. That's weird. Anyway, 1, double ingot of bronze, a whole load of ingots of bronze. That is what, 8, 16, 24, 30 ingots of bronze. They need to be made into doubles, and then they need to be made into sheets, and then the sheets need to be brought into the fold, and I need to stop bleeding out. However, the other thing we are going to need is we are definitely going to need a whole load more blocks for this. So before I start doing a whole load more smelting, because quite frankly it is somewhat tedious, I want to get to dungeon exec. There we go. We need a whole load more of this, so I might as well just come over here and spend a little bit of time healing. Hopefully healing. I seem to be still bleeding out. I don't know why. And unless that's just a glitch because I'm taking damage from something. And getting a whole load of this stuff together. Ready to build the actual bloomery structure, and that's going to be entertaining. Well, it's not entertaining, but I need to move all of my wood, and there's all sorts of... I'm not sure what that is. So that's how much? 774. I'm just watching my health here. I was at 774 on the last splat. I'm going to 784. It doesn't seem to be going down, it just seems to be the appearance of bloody splats on my floor as I heal. So, alright, maybe that's just an indicator that I'm healing and I'm not bleeding out, I don't know. You can go there. So yeah, I'm going to grab a couple of stacks of this, and I'll be back in a second. Alright, we have got the stuff, the things, the hoofers. Is this aggregate a gravity block? Yes. No good in here then. The problem is I need to fill this in with something, and I'm trying to find something that will work. I think I know exactly what will work actually. Here we go, some of this. Grab that. How many do I need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is hardly perfect, but it'll do for a temporary solution, just so I can move some wood around and get things ready. Let me just put these down as whole quarters, and bloop. Chuck that away, dig that up. I say, not perfect, but until we decide what we're putting in that corner, a viable solution at the very least. Especially if we can heap on top and not let these things collapse. Because these gravity blocks are a pain when it comes to, it's just these corners. The corners don't count as full blocks when working out whether a block is supported or not. And therefore when I do this, the entire thing collapses into the ground, which is far from ideal. So yeah, but at least that solves that problem temporarily. Right, so armed with that, we can now start relocating we've got quite a few different wood types there. A lot of chestnut. Oops, no. I'll just take all of this, relocate it out of the way, and the world will be good and happy, ready for our bloomery, which we still have to make, of course, but at least we don't have to worry too much about the let me get rid of that. I just want to put whole stacks down for the starters, and I think we'll go to there. That's probably far enough. I will relocate all of this at some point, maybe in a moment, who knows. Let's see how we go for starters, and that will determine exactly what I do with these various bits. Yeah, that didn't work so well, did it? Okay, doesn't matter, because we can do that at least, and then start again. Yep, let me finish relocating. Back in a sec. Alright, before we start on the tedious hammering and melting and smelting, Bloomery looks like this. So you have that, then you have two either side like so. Then I need something that's relatively easy to break. I don't want to be far. Let me take a bit of wood, that'll do the trick. Then you have a block here, which break out and grab, and then you go blah blah blah, and then it's 1 and 2 3. So that's a 1 level bloomery. Now obviously it's going to look ugly as sin like that out of the wall, so we are going to do something about the actual look and feel of this. But why make a 1 level bloomery when a 3 level bloomery is just as easy? Because to make a 3 level bloomery, all we have to do is repeat this 2 more times. And I am tempted at the top here, which is not necessary, to just actually, before I go making more slabs, let's go and see if I've got any. So that's the structure you'll have, but again, we don't want that. That's ugly. Now my thoughts were that we could do something like this at the bottom. Again, it will not affect the bloomery structure, so and we can maybe even come around like that, and then we can do, actually that's not quite what I want. No, we'll come up with something different for that. Let me just jump in here. Yes, I did have more of those. Excellent. My thoughts here were there and there. We'll do that, but the only problem is now I've got those, and I don't really want those to make that shape, so let's take those out. Go back in with these. And then we'll come up with something more. Actually, we can get away with that now. No, we can't. No, we can't. It's not what I want to do. Okay. But you're starting to get a kind of a shape of a thing here. That's all good. Obviously, that lot won't be there. This is all wonderful, and everything is good and happy. Right. We need to do 2 things, apart from have a drink. We need to just put something on the top, because I just think it would look better, because you'll fill it up to this level. So I think what we will do is we shall just do a half slab. I know there's no mob spawning on the surface, but it is my belief that bad habits are, well, doing things, cutting corners is habit forming. And if I cut corners on this game and get used to doing it in TerraFirmaCraft on this version, where mob spawning on the surface is not a problem, the big issue is that it is going to be a problem. Actually, I'd like to just try something else. Let me just come in here. So I think this will add a little je ne sais quoi to the build. As long as these blocks are solid, everything else is fine. Like it. And we could change up the blocks and change them to different materials or whatever, but for the time being, I think that will do us nicely. So now we need, I'll do whatever I'm going to do on there in a moment. That will, several options actually. Ooh, I am, got some ideas. Let me fire up the forge. And we'll start heating up. Actually, oh, did not want to do that. Can I take you back out, please? I don't want to use this forge. This forge is awkward for heating things up in because that's obviously the one where the crucible lives. It actually is a lot easier to work on this one. Uses of these, if we, where are we? We can take I need to heat the thing. It melts at orange, so it's not too bad. It's about the same as copper. So we can get these going, start hammering them down into double ingots, and then we'll take them into sheets, and then we'll take them into double sheets. That should be reasonably straightforward. And my hammer's looking particularly beaten though. That's not good. Do I try and quickly throw together another mithril hammer? I think it would be beneficial if I've got the stuff. Let me just check my mithril, because I've got a sneaking suspicion that might actually not make it. A mithril hammer, blah blah blah. We need to make mithril, which is 9 copper to 1 antimony. Okay. Sphalerite's no good. 1, that's 30, that's 60, that's 90. Perfect. 2, 1 stibnite, and I also going to need, that's really bad grammar. Damn it. One of them. Wrong way around. Right, so I should try and keep this, well, we'll get this one lit with one of those in it, and we shall light it. And pop those in there. We'll let that get up to like white, yellow, white, and that should be good. And these are bright red, so going to keep my eyes on. In fact, I can weld them at this point. Can I? Yes, I can. So pop that down. 2 more. In we go. I'll carry on and I will get these all done. I'll be back in a sec. Alright, we are at the, and I really need to stop saying alright when I come back in, because it's starting to grind on me now, and I'm trying to consciously change my verbal twitches and mannerisms, but it's difficult. So I've got 6 doubles, and there's our 7th double, which we can weld. And then we just need to wait for that one to heat up. So this is kind of I've got them all to, I actually did the last 7 or 8 straight out the molds, because it was faster, which I probably should have done right from the word go. But anyway, ominous thunders and explosions abound this evening, as we are about to embark upon the next stage of our quest, which is going to be iron. It's a long way away still. We still need to go and mine some iron, and then we need to do a bloomery, which we're going to definitely have to go and make some more charcoal before we do that, because, you know, This has gone through a fair amount of charcoal, and we're almost at the now. The temptation is to pull it out the moment you see it can weld. Don't do that. I'll wait till it's got a couple of stars on it. It just gives me a little bit of wiggle room. And with those two in place, we can shut down the forge. We can pop that in there. So, you know, I've used almost half of my charcoal that I had left over. And we are going to go into our crafting menu and make ourselves a blooming bloomery. And there we go. We've now got ironworks. That goes in, and you can see it's got details of it can take 24, which is right, 8, 16, 24. It's 3 times a bloomery. So I'm very tempted to get that as a screenshot for now. Now what I'm thinking of for build is, let me grab some of those. Let me grab some of those. Let me grab that and maybe a little bit more of those. 1, 2, 3. Oh, it's winter. Well, that couldn't have been a much more perfect timing. So we're going to take you up here. We're going to come in underneath and we are going to slice out and replace like so. I might actually change my screenshot yet then. So what I would like is, I think just a couple, maybe, let's see. It's not like I can't throw the things away, is it, at the end? Let's actually let's double that up like so, just to give us that. We'll take a little bit more of this, which we shall make ourselves a new thing. Oh, we'll be able to get an iron chisel as well. That will be pretty good. I don't know what the what's the word I'm looking for? What the durability will be like. Because then I thought we could just come in like that. And then maybe again on the second level. Like so. And then we can use these as a kind of filler there, and one for the top perhaps. Or maybe leave that as a fence, because I don't think a fence was going to take multiple things. Now the only criteria is these have to be solid blocks. I can do whatever I want with the stuff around the edges. Let me just take that with me just in case I want it up on the top there. But yeah, we were in winter. It's official. That's going to make for interesting, isn't it? Right, so you are a definite piece like that. Do I don't really want to. I might take you out actually. There we go, like so. I'm very tempted to actually come up like that. I think that will be more than adequate. It stops the snow forming on the top as well. I am tempted to, however, if I can just get this, let me just plonk you there for a second. Like that. I wonder whether I've got any of that cobble left. I've got some shale, that's fine. let's just go and finish that off, and I will call this good. Oh, buggeration. Forgot about that. All right, I'll fix that. I'll be back in a moment. There we go. All sorted. Yeah, let's go for that. I think that works. We've got a nice little kind of gap thing going on up here. I think this is all fixed. The only thing missing is a fire there for cooking, which it was logs and sticks, wasn't it? Okay, I'm trying to you can tell when I've not done any fire making for a while. We need to, was it 3 sticks, 1 2 3 and a log? I can't remember. Maybe not. Let me double check. I'll be back in a sec. It was logs and 3 sticks. Right, that is fixed. That we have got a working bloomery. I may try and put a cover over that if I can, just to stop the snow getting in. But anyway, we're obviously only early winter, late autumn, early winter. Yeah, it's not even Christmas yet. But on that note, another invasion survived. We have 2 more fire. We have our fire pits all nice and working, and next episode we can start to look at where we go with iron. Oops, that doesn't go in there. I also have a spare hammer, so you can go in there for now. And oops, wow, I went through that a lot faster than I thought I would have done. Doesn't matter, it's only sticks. Anyway, yeah, on that note, thanks for watching, guys. See you soon. Bye for now.